Beautifully. Namaste, friends. Welcome, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your meditation. So today and tomorrow, the final 2 days. So we'll go through some integration and we'll take some questions for this self-transformation program. So before we go ahead with any questions and experience sharing, first let me complete what we have started yesterday. So yesterday we discussed about the 7 bodies, and today let us go through the 6 spiritual laws and its significance, and we'll understand in detail. You ready with pen and book? Okay. Let me share my screen. So there are many spiritual laws we need to understand, but we summarize it into 6. Okay. So first one is the law of consciousness. The second is law of reincarnation. The third is law of karma. The fourth is the law of constant progression. The fifth is law of hastening the progression. Hastening means speeding up. And the sixth one is law of uncertainty or law of infinity. You can call it anyway. So these are the spiritual laws we are going to discuss today. The more we understand these laws, the more we are helping ourselves in our evolution, in our spiritual understanding. So first, the law of consciousness. Fundamentally, everything is consciousness. In the entire creation, everything is consciousness. Matter, energy, thought, everything has consciousness. So in our childhood days, we would have studied in our schools, there are living beings and non-living beings. Living beings are plants, animals, humans, and non-living beings are rocks, furniture, tools, metals, non-living beings. That's not correct. Fundamentally, everything is a living being. Everything is consciousness. Everything is vibrating. Everything has a frequency. The modern science has proved that rocks has life, and there are latest equipments to measure the frequency of the rocks, to measure the vibration of the rocks. Crystals belong to the mineral kingdom, and crystals have a greater vibration compared to normal rocks. For example, the normal rocks have 5 hertz of frequency. The crystals have up to 14, 15 hertz of frequency. So modern science, the quantum field, the quantum science has established, has proved that everything fundamentally has life. Then we might ask this question, if everything is consciousness, then what is the difference between a rock or a plant or an animal or a human? So what is the difference? The difference is the level of the vibration, the frequency of the vibration of the consciousness. That is the difference, my dear friends. So just to give an understanding, for example, the minerals, the rocks have 1 level of consciousness. The plants have 2 levels of consciousness. And the animals, they almost have level 5 consciousness. There's a very quantum leap between the plant and an animal. And then the human is just 1 level up the animal. So the human has 6 level of consciousness. I'm just giving an example to understand. So fundamentally, everything is consciousness and everything has life. Matter is energy, energy is matter. Everything is vibrating. Everything has a frequency. Everything is alive. Fundamentally, there is nothing dead in the entire creation. There is nothing called non-living. Everything is a living being. And depending on the level of the vibration of the consciousness, you can see the form as either a rock or a water or a plant or an animal or a human or a divine human. A divine human has the highest level of vibration in its consciousness. Okay, so this is a fundamental law, the law of consciousness. Next, the law of reincarnation. So consciousness reincarnates, as we discussed before. There's in our evolution, in our human evolution, there we have two evolutions, but in our evolution, the evolution is from the minerals to the plant, from the plant to the animal, from the animal to the human, from the human to the divine human. So consciousness takes again and again several life forms in several lifetimes. So this is reincarnation. Reincarnation is, if you want to understand reincarnation, then we have to understand with the law of karma. Reincarnation is necessary for our progression, because we cannot learn all the lessons. We cannot learn all the soul lessons in one lifetime. We need many, many lifetimes to learn many, many lessons. So you might ask the question, okay, so if there is reincarnation, then why somebody is born as a rich person and somebody is born as a poor person? Why somebody is born with physical challenges, somebody is born with mental challenges? Why there are so many situations? Why people have to be born in different countries, as a male, as a female, as a transgender, and as a rich, as a poor, as a diseased, as a sick? So why should the human reincarnate in so many challenging situations? So then we have to understand the law of karma. Understanding the law of karma and law of reincarnation, they go hand in hand. Unless you understand law of karma, you cannot understand law of reincarnation. If you want to understand law of reincarnation, then you have to understand law of karma. So they both are intertwined, these both laws. So in the reincarnation process, the soul starts, I'm speaking from within the human. Once the consciousness graduates from the animal to the human, then the reincarnation from the infant soul to the old soul takes an average about 350 lifetimes. Some souls take lesser lifetimes, some souls take more lifetimes, but the average I'm speaking. So in the beginning stages, the infant and the child, the soul is more focused on survival. And in the young soul stage, the soul is more focused on power, name, fame, authority. And so in this infant, child, and young soul stages, the soul does more bad karmas than good karmas. Because eventually, when you are into survival, name, and fame, then you naturally tend to more focus on your own gratification, your own self-gratification, your own pleasures, your own name and fame. You are not sensitive towards other beings. So in the first three stages, you do more bad karmas. And next, when the soul matures from young to a mature soul, then the soul will stop doing bad karmas. And when the soul graduates to an old soul, then the soul will start doing more good karmas. So only an old soul does a lot of service, so that all the bad karmas done in the previous infant soul stage, child soul stage, and young soul stage, it gets neutralized. Now let us understand law of karma. Law of karma is very simple. As you sow, so you reap. So whatever you do comes back to you. Very simple, but very profound. And every sincere seeker of spirituality has to understand this law once for all. If you plant a mango seed, you will get a mango tree. You will never get an apple tree. Because what you have planted mango seed. So you are bound to get a mango tree. You will never get apple tree. And if you want apple tree, then you have to plant apple seeds. So that is the law, whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, whether you understand it or not. This is law of karma, my dear friends. What you do comes back to you. So is karma good or bad? Well, like there is gravity. Karma is neutral. Okay, so it is impersonal, and it is a law which operates whether you understand it or not, whether you like it or not. Just like the law of gravity, it is a law which operates in the cosmos. So the more we understand, the deeper we are helping ourselves. For example, if we stumble and fall, we don't blame the gravity. Is the gravity responsible for our falling? No, we stumbled upon. We are not cautious enough. We are not aware. We are not careful. So gravity is not the reason when we fall down. It is our own irresponsibility or unawareness. Similarly, you cannot believe karma is neither good nor bad. But karma, when you understand karma, karma is actually neutral. Okay. Karma is pretty much a neutral thing. The more you understand karma, the more you understand, okay, karma is there to help you, right? It is not a punishment. So all the situations, it exists because of our past actions and thoughts. Whatever you are going through today, it's because of your past actions, your past thoughts. And karma is not only your actions, it's your thoughts, it's your feelings and your actions all put together. And how does one respond? You are going through a certain challenging situation, and how do you respond? You feel victimized. You feel suffering, a lot of suffering. You are going through the blame game because of that person. I'm going through this because of this situation, because of my parents, and because of the society. Are you in the blame game? Or how do you handle the situation? If you are in the blame game and if there is any negative feelings, then you are creating more bad karma. So you are stuck in the karmic loop. Okay, so life challenges. How do you go through the life challenges? So we understand our life challenges pretty much because of our karmas. So once you are going through the life challenges, then how do you deal with it? Either you accept it or there is resistance. When you accept it, when you accept whatever I'm going through, I have created it. I have created this reality. Maybe in the past, whatever I'm going through, the cause is in the past, but the effect I'm going through now. So I might have done something. So maybe let me take the responsibility and try to focus on what are the lessons I need to learn through these challenges. So when you accept it, then through the acceptance comes the responsibility. The more you become responsible, then you are growing, you are evolving. And when you are going through a resistance, blame games, feeling victimized, then you are stuck in the karmic loop. You create more and more negative karmas because you feeling negative creates more negativity in your life. So it's affecting your future lifetimes also. So resolving karma. How do we resolve the karma? Okay, so we might have done so many things in our past lives. We don't know, we don't remember anything now. But we might have done, we might have not done. We don't know. But how do we resolve a karma? How do we, what is the right thing to do? So the first thing is meditation. Okay, the more you meditate, the more, this is for somebody who really wants to come out of the karmic loop and let go of the karmic baggage and get enlightened, right? So meditation. So when you meditate, your connection to your higher self increases. The more your mind is empty, the more you are connected to your soul, the more you are connected to yourself. And there is an increased awareness. In meditation, you close your eyes and observe the breath. For example, for 1 hour, you are meditating, closing your eyes, observing the breath. Again, the thoughts come, cut the thoughts, come back to breath, cut the thoughts, come back to breath. So what are we doing for 1 hour? We are doing meditation for 1 hour. What exactly is happening? In that 1 hour, your awareness on your breath is increased. So you are becoming aware of the breath. All the time, be with the breath, be with the breath. Cut the thoughts, come back to breath. Cut the thoughts, come back to breath. So what is happening? Your awareness increases. So this awareness exercise, for 1 hour awareness exercise on your breath, helps you to be aware the rest of the 23 hours, my dear friends. So meditation increases your awareness. And with more and more awareness, there is a lot of understanding about the life and the life situations. And with understanding comes the acceptance. When you understand, then there is acceptance. If there is no understanding, you don't want to accept. So understanding is the key. Clarity is the key for acceptance. And acceptance is non-judgmental acceptance. That is very important. You are just simply accepting without any conditions, without any judgments, non-judgmental acceptance. With the non-judgmental acceptance, naturally there is no suffering. Right? When you accept something, suffering is there because when you resist, there is suffering. When there is no acceptance, there is suffering. In life, people suffer because they don't accept. But once you accept as it is, without any judgments, then there is no suffering. Naturally, the suffering vanishes. And when there is no suffering in your life, then your character is beautiful. And you realize your soul beauty. Okay, so you see, karma has become a tool for your evolution. So meditation, the more and more meditation helps you to be more and more aware. And along with awareness, meditation gives you two things. Along with awareness, meditation also gives you cosmic energy. So meditation gives you two things, my dear friends. One, it increases your awareness. And number two, you get more and more energy, cosmic energy, prana shakti. So with more awareness, with more energy, you will have the capacity to exercise your free will. So what is destiny? Destiny is nothing but what is destined to happen. So destiny is based on your karma. Okay, whatever is your past life karma, you plan in this lifetime, you take a portion of that karma to work on it, to neutralize it, to learn from it. So that we call it as prarabdha karma. Again, karma can be divided into three. One is sanchita karma. Sanchita karma means all the karmas of all the past lives, including this life. It is sanchita karma. It's like a reservoir of your karma of all your past lives from the time you incarnated as a human. Animals don't have karmas. Only humans have karma. Animals, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, mineral kingdom, they don't have karmas. Only human kingdom has karmas. Only the soul, when it is individualized, then the karma begins. So from the first lifetime till the present lifetime, all the karmas accumulated is called sanchita karma. From that sanchita karma, we take a small portion to resolve it, to fix it, to learn from it, to balance it in this particular lifetime. So whatever the karma, a portion of the karma we bring from the sanchita becomes prarabdha. So prarabdha karma is a karma we planned before our birth. We planned it. That is bound to happen. That is called destiny. Our prarabdha karma is the destiny. So destiny is something which is destined to happen. Okay, it will happen whether you like it or not, because that is part of your soul planning. You have planned it, so that will happen. So then you might ask a question. So if destiny is there, if prarabdha karma is there, then suffering becomes inevitable. Should we need to go through the process, go through the suffering, go through the pain, or is there a way out? Of course, there is. That is called free will. There is destiny and there is also free will. Most of the people don't know how to use the free will. But for meditators, with the awareness and with more and more energy, they know how to exercise their free will. Exercising their free will, they go beyond the destiny. They go beyond the suffering. So it is like, with more and more awareness, you quickly learn the lessons. So the more you learn, the karma is there. Karma is a tool to learn the lessons. So the more you learn the lessons, the more you come out of the challenges. The challenges are no more there. The challenges exist for you to teach a lesson, for you to learn some things. The moment you learn it, the challenges disappear. So by using your free will, you are actually coming out of your karma. You are coming out of your the suffering, the clutches of your destiny. So with more meditation, more awareness, and more energy, and with awareness and energy, you know how to exercise your free will. And the more you use your free will to take responsibility of your life, that whatever happens for good. There is no injustice whatsoever in the entire creation of God. There is no injustice whatsoever. So there is no tragedy whatsoever. There is no injustice whatsoever. You will understand this great truth. And with this understanding, then there is a grand understanding of the soul and its soul design and the soul evolution. So non-judgmental acceptance is fundamentally very key to dealing with karma, my dear friends. There should be never feeling of blame or victimization of punishment. If you feel it, you are stuck in the karma, you are creating more karma for the future, which is agama karma. So sanchita is all in the reservoir. Prarabdha is a present lifetime. And kiyamana and agama are the karmas, whatever you are doing now, it will reflect in the future. So that is the future karmas, kiyamana karmas, agama karmas. So the more you have any negative vibrations, the more you're going to manifest negativity in the future, because your negativity in the present moment is going to create a ripple effect. The negative feeling is the cause in the present moment, the effect will be in the future. So you have to be very careful about it. Just non-judgmental acceptance, just witnessing Whatever happens, just witness it and understand there is no injustice whatsoever. There is no tragedy whatsoever. Everything is perfect in the God's creation. And try to learn lessons. Take responsibility. That is more important. If the more you take responsibility of your life, your actions, your thoughts. Okay, when I say take responsibility of your life, what is our life? You know, when we say, the Socrates and the Greek philosophers, they say, man, know thyself. What is self? What is life? The human life can be fundamentally categorized into the thoughts, feelings, the words, and the actions. Our thoughts, our feelings, our words, and our actions is nothing but our life. So the more you take responsibility towards your thoughts, towards your feelings, towards your words, and towards your actions, then your life is getting mature. And with more and more maturity, you let go of all the karmas. You come out of all the karmic baggage. Absolutely no negative thoughts, no negative feelings, no negative words, no negative actions, because that will come back. As we sow, so we reap. This is important. And people ask, does karma ever end? Yes. Every action set in motion, it has to be balanced. So there are two aspects for a karma, my dear friends. One is to learn the lessons. There are two aspects to karma. One is to learn the lessons. The moment you learn the lessons, you come out of the karmic loop. You are no more in the cycle. You are no more in the cycle of facing the karma and again doing more bad karmas. Again, facing the effect of it and creating more bad karma. So you are no more in the loop. So by learning the lessons, by taking responsibility and learning the lessons, you come out of the karmic chains. That's the first aspect. The second aspect is you have to balance it. You have to settle the accounts. Whatever the actions you have done unknowingly, yes, you repent it, you regret it, you learn the lessons, but still the accounts has to be balanced. So settling the accounts with meditation, you can learn the lessons and come out of the karma. When you do more good karmas, when you do more service, then the accounts will be balanced. So people might ask, if the soul is originally wise, unlimited, why does it need to reincarnate again and again and go through these traumas and false beliefs? Okay, it's very simple. Unless you experience darkness, you don't realize your own light. Unless you go through a hot sun, unless you have experienced the hot sun, the hot temperature, how will you value the beauty of a tree, the shade of a tree? If you want to realize the beauty of a tree, the shade of a tree, then you have to experience the hot sun. And we are abundant. The very nature of the soul is abundant. But to realize our abundance, to experience our abundance, we have to go through the contrast. We have to go through the poverty. So when you go through the poverty, through the experience of the poverty, you understand, you realize your own abundance. So we are all in oneness, right? So the soul is all in oneness. Before the soul incarnated, the soul is part of Paramatma. We are part of God. We are all in oneness. So why the soul has to separate it? Actually, in reality, there is no separation. But a speck comes into this planet Earth and experiences separation, experiences duality. So the more the soul experiences duality, the more the soul understands and the more the soul rejoices the beauty of oneness. So the contrast experiences are very much needed for the soul to realize its own potential, its own beauty. From the perspective of a soul, all the traumas, all the negativity is just the pain and suffering. It's just temporary. From the soul's perspective, every challenging experience, every painful experience, from the soul's perspective, the focus is only on lessons, what lessons it can learn. So the soul will plan all varieties of challenges only on a single agenda to learn the lessons so that the wisdom is gained. Because the soul is more concerned. From the soul level, it is the wisdom, it is the lessons which matters the lot. So the next law, so the first law we discussed is the law of consciousness. The second is law of reincarnation. The third is law of karma. Now the fourth law is law of constant progression. So this law states whatever you do, whatever you go through in life, you always progress. There is no going backwards. For example, you have graduated to a human from an animal, then you don't go back to an animal. Your next incarnation will not be animal, no matter what you do, whatever the bad karmas you do. There is only progression. You might do a lot of bad karmas, but that bad karmas are going to, that is an experience, and that experience is for the soul. Even that negativity is also an experience. Of course, you have to settle the accounts. The karma, the law of karma takes its own course. That is different. But from the soul's perspective, everything is an experience. Negativity is also an experience. Positivity is also an experience. To be lazy is also an experience. To be lethargic is also an experience. Everything is an experience from the soul's point of view. So with that experience, the soul constantly moves forward in its evolution. So there is no backwards, except there is an exception. So except suicide. Only when the soul commits suicide, when a person commits suicide, then suicide is the only exception in this law. When a person commits suicide, he is stuck in that level for many, many, many incarnations. Suicide is because of the wrong understanding of life. And once a person commits suicide, the soul immediately regrets. After the suicide, the soul comes out of the body. There is immediate regret. In the higher worlds, everybody is disappointed with you. And you have to learn the lesson. The karmic baggage of the suicide will be there for multiple lifetimes, the multiple future lifetimes. In every subsequent lifetime, the karmic baggage will be there. You will have the suicidal thoughts. Right from the childhood, you will have the suicidal thoughts. And again, you will commit suicide. You will have the tendency to commit suicide, and you are completely stuck. Your evolution is stuck in that process until you learn the lesson not to commit suicide. Until you learn the lesson. So many souls take many, many lifetimes. So they are stuck in that level. So suicide is the only exception in this law. Suicide is the only failure in the soul evolution. In the soul progress, suicide is the only failure. So if anybody has suicidal thoughts, we need to do our bit to counsel them, to educate them about the spiritual science. And it is very important that we understand that suicide is absolutely no, and we should help others who are having those kind of thoughts. Of course, we don't force them to understand. We explain them once. If they are interested, if they want to come out of that karmic baggage, it's their free will. So we explain them once and leave it to them. It's their choice. So this law states there is always a constant progression, no matter what you do. Even if your life is the greatest failure, but still, for the soul, it is a great progress. So except suicide, we are always progressing. So next, the law of hastening the progress, speeding up the progress. So you might ask, okay, the soul is evolving. Is there a way that the soul can evolve faster? Yes, there is a way. And that there is a spiritual law called law of hastening the progress, speeding up the progress. You can certainly speed up. The more you do meditation, the more you are serving others, the more you are doing good karmas, the more you read spiritual books, scientific books, and the more you do experiments, and the more you are sincere, serious, then you are progressing. Your speed of progress increases with more sincerity, right? If you are really sincere and serious, and you are doing meditation, and you are reading books, and you are doing spiritual services, then any kind of service, but spiritual service is the highest service. So when you do when you take these kind of things as part of your life, then you are going on the Formula One track. You are on the high-speed track. You are progressing faster. This is another spiritual law. The next is law of uncertainty. Law of uncertainty, I mean, this is, some people call it as law of infinity, right? So how many stars are there? Infinite. How many good karmas can you do? Infinite. How many bad karmas can you do? Infinite. So infinity, the whole creation is infinite. How many dimensions are there? How many species are there? How many insects are there? How many birds are there? Infinite. So in other words, law of uncertainty, you can never exactly pinpoint. You cannot have a certainty. Everything is uncertain. Everything is infinite. So this is the beauty of life. And there are billions and billions of factors which constantly govern any outcome. So you cannot pinpoint, this is what is going to happen, this is what is definitely going to happen. You cannot be certain about it. You can be probable, you can say the probability, but you cannot be certain about it. So this is the beauty of this law. And because of this law, there is beauty to the life. Just imagine you are certain from the time you are born, you are absolutely certain what you are going to study, when you are going to get married, and when you are going to have children, and how much money you are going to earn, and how much property you are going to earn, and when you are going to die. So if you are absolutely certain about it, you are already dead. Life has no meaning, because you don't know what's going to happen the next minute. You don't know what's going to happen the next second, the next moment. Will you breathe or not? You don't know. So that is the beauty of life. So because of this law, you live moment to moment with complete awareness. So this law of certainty is the grand beauty of life. Because there is certainty in the entire creation, there is certainty, there is beauty, there is life. So these are the 6 spiritual laws, my dear friends. I hope you've taken down, I hope I'm not too fast and you've taken down the important points. So if you have any questions or you need to share something, then we'll take another 15-20 minutes to integrate, and then we'll finalize the session. You may raise your hand. Yes, Manjunath Bangar.
Now, good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Now, I have become a fan of you. Your teachings, everything is fast, very, very, very good to me. I have heard so many masters. I have attended many sessions, but I was not satisfied. I was satisfied by your thoughts and ideas and the literature, everything, spiritual knowledge. And I am now taking more and more water, and more I am doing meditation. My question is, where does this law of attraction fits?
Law of attraction is nothing but law of karma.
Okay.
Okay. Where are you from, sir? Where are you speaking from?
I am from Bellary, Karnataka.
You're from Bellary. Okay. See, law, whether it is law of attraction or law of resonance, law of karma, it's all the same. Okay. Whatever the frequency, you attract the same. Law of resonance. That's law of karma.
Can we alter the karma through law of attraction?
They both are the same. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
They both are absolutely the same. But yes, you have the free will. You have the free will. You change your inner frequency, the outer changes. You change the inner, then the outer changes. The outer is the manifestation of your inner. You change your thoughts, you change your feelings, then the outer is different. You can try this experiment. Try this simple experiment, right? You feel so negative, agitated, and you feel there is great injustice, and why this is so much is happening. Afghanistan, Kabul, Taliban, and so much of violence. And you read newspaper the morning, when you read newspaper, there's so much negativity. And these news channels, they know perfect marketing. They focus on the negative news because it's the negativity which people get attracted mostly. So that's why you see the newspaper. There are very few positive things they will write, that too in the last page or in the middle page. But the headlines will be all negative news only. Because people are so much negative on the planet Earth right now. So much people are negative, so they get attracted to the negative news, and the more they are negative, they vibrate the negative things, and they go through the negative things in life. So they are stuck in the loop. So I want to do this experiment. Whenever you are feeling negative, you notice that you will attract more negativity. Okay, but immediately you change that feeling. You sit in meditation. Whenever you are feeling agitated or disturbed, you just sit in meditation and change that feeling inside you. You change that feeling. No, everything is beautiful, and I'm going to change my feeling. I'm going to feel the vastness. I'm going to feel my own beauty. I'm going to feel the beauty of nature. I'm going to feel the abundance. I'm going to feel the love of the Creator, the God. So you change the feeling. Just do this exercise for 5 minutes. Sit in meditation. Observe, be with the breath, empty the mind, and change your feeling consciously. And then you notice what happens on that particular day. You notice what happens. Immediately things will change. Or you do another experiment. Somebody is coming and shouting at you and is very agitated. Just don't react to that, and just change your inner feeling and have a smile and say, thank you very much, and hug him. The moment he is scolding you, but you go and hug him, immediately he will change. He is no more the same person. So your inner transforms. Inner is the cause. The effect is the outer. So you can do all these multiple experiments and see, the more you understand the law, the more you get the benefit out of it. So your effort is to understand. So through these experiments, you will understand.
I think it comes the more meditation we do.
Naturally, you need more meditation, sir. You see, first of all, to realize that you are into that negative vibration, you need awareness, right? So you need more and more meditation to be aware of what is your feeling. Because most of the people, they're unconscious. They're not even conscious that they're having negative thoughts. They're very unconscious. So you need a lot of meditation to be aware that you are having the negative feelings and negative thoughts.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yes. So next, Meera Menon.
Namaste, Pradeep ji. I'm Meera from Malaysia. I have two questions. Firstly,
one by one.
Yes. Thank you so much for the beautiful wisdom sharing, which you've been doing for the past almost 3 weeks. Really, really enjoyed it. I'm immersed in it. So my first question is, what is third eye perfection?
Okay. So when you are meditating, when you start meditation, the first step is you will notice a lot of thoughts, right? So you are aware of your thoughts and you are aware of your breath. And with more regular practice and practice of meditation, then your thoughts subside, your thoughts reduce. And then you will notice your etheric body is going through the cleansing process. That is the second stage, where you are going through a lot of body pains and a lot of disturbances in your meditation. So that is nothing but the healing process. And after that, your third eye activation will happen. Third eye activation is you are feeling some itching sensation here. You see some lights, you see some colors, all this in between the eyebrows. So this is where the sixth chakra, the third eye is. So you will notice a lot of this tingling sensations. This is nothing but third eye activation. And then slowly you continue meditation with more and more cosmic energy. Then the visions will become clear. Before that, the visions were a little blurred. You will see somebody, but the clarity is not there. The images are blurred. So with more and more meditation, then the images become more clear. So you're able to see your certain things. You're able to see the other realities, other frequencies. Okay, so this is the third eye activation stage. But third eye perfection means you are able to see those visions or perceive those visions or audios, like clear audience, inner voice, or feelings or smell, whatever. You are able to perceive it, and you are trying to learn some lessons out of it. You are not just seeing it, but you are learning something out of it. So when you develop the ability to learn truth using your third eye, that is third eye perfection. So third eye perfection is your capacity to learn the lessons or to understand the bigger picture of life. Okay, some people, they see visions. Okay, I've seen this color, I've seen this star system, I have seen this master, I have seen Babaji, I've seen this angel. Okay, you are seen. So what? You have seen. That means your third eye got activated. So what? It's of no use. You have seen something. So what is the use? No use. It's more of your spiritual ego. Yes, I saw that. I see this. I saw the angels. I have the connection to Babaji. I have the connection to star beings. I have the connection to angels. It just satisfies your spiritual ego, but no use. But third eye perfection means you meet Babaji, and then you question, hey, why did you come in my meditation? What is the message you are going to give me? Why did you come into my meditation in the first place? What is the message? So you listen to the message, and also you don't blindly believe the message. You decode the message, whether the message makes sense or not, whether he's really a Babaji or some low frequency being coming as a disguise. So you perfect your third eye, and you use a lot of discernment, and you are not blindly believing anything, whatever you are seeing. You are going deep into it and you are discerning it. So, and through the discernment, you learn the lessons. So that is third eye perfection. For example, again, you see your past life. In the third eye, you can be able to see your past life also. Just seeing the past life is of no use, but you see the past life and you learn what mistake I did in that past life. What lesson I missed it, what lesson I learned, what lesson I missed, and what lesson I'm repeating, what mistake I'm repeating. So you learn that lesson from that past life. That is third eye perfection. So third eye perfection is all about using your third eye for your spiritual evolution, for your spiritual progress, and being in balance and not feeling special. When you don't feel special, when you're absolutely grounded, balanced, and then you are using that experiences for your spiritual growth, that is third eye perfection. And third eye perfection is the final stage.
Thank you. My next question is, what's the difference between star seeds, star beings, and light workers?
All are the same, different words. We are all star seeds. We are all star beings. We don't belong to the earth. We come from another dimension. And we are all light workers. So all are the same. Different expression.
Thank you so much, Pradeep.
Yes, madam. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm unmuting the people. Okay, we'll take Usha.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, madam. Right.
Can you hear me? Yes, thank you. Good morning, sir. And first thing, I would like to offer my gratitude to you for giving us so much knowledge, and also thanks to my friend who introduced me to this. Today, I would like to share a few of my experiences. I'm Usha myself from Melbourne, Australia. I'm a retired GP, that means a doctor, and not much about this, anything else. Like what I would like to say that before I joined your session, it is just 21 days. I'm very new to this type of meditation. Before that, I was doing guided meditation. But I really feel now that I was just beating around the bush all this through my life. And now I have come to the right place. And this is what I wish I had done this earlier. And after this attending this whole session, I have realized quite a few things. Like after attending Mona, especially, like I realized, I learned that I was talking myself loudly, and I think through you I learned that it was my restless mind and mind jabbering sort of thing. So I became mindful about it, and every time I think I should just be mindful. No, I should not be doing this, like that. And then on second week of Mona, I realized that I did that very few self-talking, and that really, I'm really happy that I'm coming out of it. Maybe now 2 or 3 times I could have just come talk to myself. That's one thing. And another thing, that I feel very light, good, and very energetic. And so many times I had a habit of like postponing my work, like I'll do this tomorrow or I'll do it later. But now I make sure that I do my thing, because I have more time to myself, as I stopped watching TV. And just watch it only once, just to watch the news sort of thing. And other thing, what I think about my food is that I had a habit of cooking more and putting it into the fridge and just to use it later on sort of thing. But now I became mindful about it, that no, I stopped putting all food in the fridge, There's no fridge food in my fridge. And I started cooking myself every time, two meals. And I try to eat, or I always eat within 3 hours of it. So thank you very much for guiding me for this. I really understand that how important it is to eat the nutritious food. And another one, what I would like to say is that I came to know that I have a fear in myself. Like when I started my meditation, once or twice or 2-3 times, I used to see multiple faces in my thing, and that means travel to astral plane sort of thing. But I thought after listening to Patriji, I realized that it's the fear that's causing us. So I have a fear of like speaking when there are quite a lot of big group, or either like a seminar, or very many people sort of thing. Otherwise, I'm okay. So just would like to request you, and I would appreciate if you could just let me know how to overcome this type of fears.
So first of all, you have to understand that all the fears are there because of your ignorance, or because of your karma, or because of the wrong understanding of life. So fundamentally, if you ask, all fears are there because of karma. So how do you come out of the fears? Face the fears. The more and more you face the fears, the more you understand that actually there is no such thing like fear. Fear is in your mind, but fear is not outside there. So fear is an illusion. You have created it. So the more and more you face the fears, the more you understand actually it is an illusion. It is not real. It appears to be real, but it is not real. So the more and more you face the fears, the illusion bubble bursts out. So that's the only way. Face your fears. Okay. Face the fears. In spite of the fears, face the fears.
Yes, I understand. Today it was quite very hesitant to come and to raise my hand, but I just said, no, I must. So I think you're right.
This is the way. Yes, this is the way. You have to face it.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for learning. And this is something very important. All the Western countries, especially Australia, Europe, cold countries, New Zealand, Canada, America, we have the habit of cooking the food and keeping in the freezer for together. That's so much tamasic food. And you have experimented and you have shared that. Thank you very much. Should be always eaten fresh. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Next, Sethu Raman.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am Sethu Raman from Chengalpattu, Tamil Nadu. I have a question on the marriage life. The partners in the marriage are likely to be in different stages of their soul journey. Because of that, will there be conflicts? If so, what will be the resolution?
Okay, so since today we spoke about the law of karma, you'll be surprised. 95% of the marriages, they are karmic. So in the soul planning stage, how it happens, right? So two individuals, individually we have karmas, but we have karmas with other people also, right? We do bad things to others and they do bad things to others. So if two people have too much bad karma, too much baggage between them, during their soul design stage, the spirit guides will explain them. You see, you have so much karmic baggage. So you have a choice. You can take 20 lifetimes to neutralize that karma between you two. So you two take 20 lifetimes together as colleagues, as friends, as brothers and sisters, or whatever. You take 20 lifetimes so that the karma will be neutralized. Or there's another option. You come as husband, wife. In one lifetime, it will be neutralized. So all the marriages, 95% of the marriages are karmic. And that's a very intense karmic relationship. The marriage relationship especially the husband-wife relationship or a boyfriend-girlfriend, anything, two individuals coming together very intimately. It's a karmic relationship, and that relationship is not a punishment. That relationship is very beautiful. From the soul perspective, it is very beautiful because it's an opportunity to learn a lot of lessons so in a shortest period of time, quickly. And we choose our partners, and our partners will trouble naturally. The husband will trouble the wife will trouble the husband. That is a very natural phenomena. And through the trouble, they grow. But how do you come out of it? How do you make sure you don't get the same wife again? If that is your question, then you have to make peace with your wife. That is the answer. You should not blame anything. Don't blame anything on your partner. Just accept. Yes, she's helping me to grow. So all the time, without any blame game, just look into what lessons I should learn. Forgiveness, acceptance. These are all great lessons we can learn from the partners. Did I answer your question, sir?
Yeah, then where does this how does the marriages break up then?
We have free will also, right? We have destiny and we have free will also. You can use your free will to divorce. Just because you are breaking up the marriage doesn't mean your karma is finished. Again, the next lifetime you will come again as husband wife.
Oh.
So better to face it rather than going for divorce. You see, if the karma ends between two people, if the karma, there is no more karmic baggage between the couple, then you might ask, then how? Then still they should be husband wife. They have a choice. If the karma is finished between those two people, they become good friends. So it is their choice to continue or not. But there won't be any negative feelings. That is the most important thing. If you don't have any negativity towards your partner, no negative feelings, no negative thoughts, no feeling of, oh, she troubled me, she tortured me, I went through this, I went through that. You don't have any negative feeling and you have only pure gratitude and you have a beautiful friendship. That means your karma has neutralized between the couple. So until you take the relationship to the level of friendship, the karma exists. Okay, sir?
Okay. Thank you very much, Pradeep.
Yes, thank you. All right, so Jagan Gupta.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Go
Hello.
ahead. Yes, go
Sir,
ahead. Where are you speaking from?
Sir, I am from Andhra Pradesh, sir. From Guntakal, sir. Anantapur district. I am a railway employee, sir. Central government employee. I am practicing meditation for since 1 year, sir. I want to first say gratitude to you, and I want to say gratitude to convey my gratitude to Patraji, sir, for giving this meditation technique. Sir, I want to share experience, sir. Sir, from this platform, I have learned many of the things. I used to practice the mindfulness of eating, mindfulness of intense meditation, all the things you have given to me. You have given a very nice, what I want to say is very beautiful techniques, and you have shared a very nice wisdom to us, sir. By this, we are changing our life and we are implementing whatever the things. By practicing that, we are feeling very, very happy, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And one small doubt, sir. Whenever I used to listen some appreciation from others means or achieving any appreciation, I used to feel lot of tears from my eyes, sir. What might be the reason, sir?
Because you never appreciated yourself. That's why when somebody else appreciates you, get tears.
Okay.
Because of the lack of self-appreciation.
Okay.
So when you appreciate yourself, when you accept yourself, when you appreciate yourself, when you love yourself, you are complete. You don't need others' appreciation in the first place.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so focus on self-acceptance and self-appreciation.
Okay, sir. I'm practicing intense meditation more and more, sir. I'm learning new techniques. By following that, I am feeling very, very, very happy and joy and learning new things, sir. Thank you for giving this more opportunity, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, sir. Learning is on one level, integrating what we learned in our day-to-day life is on another level. Okay, you might read 10,000 books, you might attend many, many workshops, you might, theoretically, you might learn many things, but if you have not implemented in your life, if you have not integrated in your life, then whatever you learned has no meaning. So integration is transformation. So in this self-transformation program, we focus on experimenting and integrating. So thank you very much for sharing. So next, Mona.
Hi, Pradeep, and hello everyone. I'm Mona from Malaysia. Firstly, Pradeep, for the last 3 weeks, I've gained so much of insights and wisdom, and I'm determined to put all the teachings into practice, and I've been practicing it. And I realized something is that over the 3 weeks, my awareness level have increased. Okay. There's a battle every time my thoughts going haywire, and I keep coming to the present moment. So working on it. Thank you so much. I have one question. I want to know, what is the difference between inner child and higher self?
Okay. So your higher self is nothing but all your subtle bodies put together. Okay. So as I told you yesterday, only a small portion of the soul energy comes and incarnates in the human. So the remaining portion remains in the higher worlds. So we are a triunion self. Our soul is a triunion, right? Like a doer, knower, thinker, like doer, thinker, knower. All those three put together is our self. So the doer self incarnates on the planet Earth. These three are inseparable, but just for the understanding, I'm giving you as 3 parts. One is the doer, and the other is the thinker, and the other is the knower. So the doer parts incarnate into the human, and the doer has the ego.
Right.
And the thinker part and the knower part, they remain in the higher worlds, because all the lifetimes experiences, the wisdom is in the thinker self. So you use your intuition or you use your discernment, whether this is right or that is right, based on your experiences you are learning from the past lives. So that is from the thinker self. And the knower self knows that you are complete by yourself. You are God. The knower self knows that you are an eternal being, right? So in meditation, but this doer self, when the doer self incarnates, it comes into the field of duality on the planet Earth. It feels it is all alone. After incarnating, it feels it's all alone and there is separation. So the more and more a person does meditation, the more and more his mind is becoming empty. So when his mind is becoming empty, what is ego? Ego is fundamentally what you feel about yourself. Right? What you feel about yourself is your ego. Okay, I am this, I am that, right? I am a male, I am a female, I am a doctor, I am an engineer, I am a mother, I am a daughter, I am this, I am intelligent, I am smart. So whatever you feel about yourself is nothing but your ego. So that is the I. So in meditation, as you are emptying your thoughts, all your thoughts and feelings are blank. You go into a very empty space. In that empty space, you are in connection with your thinker self and the knower self. So that's when you get the guidance, right? The more you do meditation, the more you get the guidance. So that is the higher self. So this thinker self and the knower self, people refer to as higher self. But in simple terms, all your subtle bodies is nothing but your physical body is what you feel it as you, but your subtle bodies are all your higher self, like your astral body, your mental body, your causal body, your supracausal body. All these bodies are all your higher self. Okay, so, and the other question you asked is the inner child. So your inner child is nothing but your feelings, your inner wounds, your feelings. That is what you feel. Inner child is more of what you feel about you. what you feel about you, what are the traumas you have experienced, and what is your subconscious memories. All those things collectively is part of your inner child. So you imagine yourself as an adult, and the inside voice, the inside feelings is nothing but your inner child. But when you come into the meditative path, you are no more an inner child, you are your higher self. So non-meditators speak the term inner child. Meditators speak the term higher self. Okay, so you might have heard of inner child healing, right? Inner child healing. So what is inner child healing? Inner child healing means reprogramming. You would have had a lot of programming of traumas, programming of certain beliefs. So this programming is inside you from your, where did this programming come from? From outside. This programming comes from the outside. And because of this programming, you go through a certain trauma, and that becomes your memory. And because of that memory, you act in a certain way, you speak in a certain way, you think in a certain way. Right? So the outer circumstances creates an inner programming, which we refer to as inner child or subconscious. But the higher self is the guidance which you receive when you go into meditation. When you empty the mind, you have the higher guidance. So it is the energy of the higher self. It is the wisdom of the higher self. It is the knowing from the higher self which will heal your inner child.
Okay. All right. I understand now.
Okay.
It's a puzzle, yes. Thank you so much. Thanks.
So next there is Redmi. I don't know the name.
Yeah. I'm Kamlesh Mata from Bangalore.
Yes, madam. Go ahead.
I don't know why my name is not coming. Yeah.
It's okay.
I have learned a lot from you, great Master Pradeep. I was very new to this PSSM because I told last time that as I was the Radhaswami Satsangi, but something was missing in me because I wanted to evolve myself, because meditation I was doing regularly, but I was not having any sight of the Guru as I used to listen. But within these 2-3 months, really there is a great transformation by listening your sessions. And now I'm also improving in these 21 days also. I am more mindful. I'm meditating. I'm having some visions also. And that's why I was more concerned about my family members. I am evolving, so they should also evolve. In the lockdown period, we can't go out and we have to stay inside. At least on phone, I can talk to them and I can bring them on the right path. That was my actually vision. And I'm very, very much thankful to you. I want more progress. I want to be connected so that I could attend more sessions and improve myself. I have no grudges from my Guru. He also has given me a lot of patience. But only thing was the meditation, where I was finding that I am not doing anything. But now I can sit without any thoughts. And I have seen many visions. You said that this is third eye opening, that I don't know, but I've seen very clear images. I don't know whether these were the past life scenes or whatever it is, but I'm flying. I don't know where I'm going. It is a village, then greenery, then flowers, then clouds. Like this I had seen. So maybe I'm evolving in this. Please guide me, and so that I could become an even more better person.
Yes. Enjoy all your visions, madam. Enjoy all your experiences. Like, you watch a movie, you watch a movie, enjoy the movie. So whatever is your meditational experiences, enjoy it. Yeah. But don't be identified with it. Just enjoy it. Once the movie finishes, you come back to your breath. Yeah. There is nothing special about it. There's nothing great about it. And whatever the experiences you have, enjoy the experiences and come back to the breath. That is number one. And number two, Guru, you spoke about, I have no grudges with my past or anything. You see, you have to understand the word Guru. The word Guru is the most misunderstood, actually.
Yeah.
The word Guru comes from Guri. Okay. So the person with Guri is a Guru. Guri means, what is Guri? Guri means focus. Guri means sincerity. Okay. A person with great sincerity, with deep focus, with great sincerity is a Guru.
Yes.
The opposite word of a Guru is Lagu. A Guru is a person with heavy, his sincerity is heavy, his intent is heavy, his knowledge is heavy, his wisdom is heavy. Lagu is lightweight.
Yeah.
Okay. So opposite of Guru is Lagu, a person without any sincerity, withering here and there, is Lagu. So your own sincerity is your Guru. Your intent is your Guru. Your sincerity is your Guru. So that's why we say Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Maheshwara, right? So Brahma means creation.
Yes.
Without Guru, there is no creation. What is Guru? Again, sincerity. So if you are not sincere, can you create anything?
No.
You want to learn music.
Yeah.
Without sincerity, can you learn music? No. You want to earn money. Anything, whether it is money, meditation, music, material, spiritual, doesn't matter. Anything you want in life, if you're not sincere, you cannot have it. You cannot create it. Absolutely, you cannot create anything if you're not sincere. So Guru Brahma means without Guru, there is no creation. That means without your own Guri, without your own sincerity, you cannot create anything.
Yeah.
Okay. And Guru Vishnu. Vishnu is the one who sustains the creation. So you learnt music, but just by learning the initial sarigama, it's not music. You have to progress. You have to sustain what you have learnt. You have to learn a lot of thalas and a lot of other things, layas, rhythms. So you have to sustain what you have created. So again, without sincerity, the continuation of the practice will not be there. Without sincerity, the continuation will not be there. Without efforts, you cannot sustain the beauty of your creation. Guru Maheshwara is reaching the peaks, the pinnacles. Again, for that, you need sincerity. Without sincerity, you cannot reach the peaks and the pinnacles. So your sincerity should be there in the beginning stage and in the middle stage and also in the final stage of your own creation. So any person with sincerity is a Guru. So that's why in PSSM, we say you are your own Guru. Okay, nobody else can be your Guru. Nobody can bless you. That is the fact. I cannot bless you. No way. I am a teacher. I am Acharya. A person who has knowledge, who can able to teach is an Acharya, is a teacher, not a Guru. Guru is sincerity. Your own sincerity is your Guru. If you are not sincere, you just imagine you are not sincere. Then the greatest of the greatest teacher also cannot teach you.
Yes.
See, Duryodhana don't have the sincerity to learn from Krishna. Krishna, the great enlightened master, cannot teach, cannot even convince Duryodhana.
Yes.
So, if you have sincerity, if you have the Guri, if you have the sincerity, then you can learn even from a bad teacher. And you can learn great things from a good teacher. If you don't have sincerity, you cannot even learn from the greatest of the greatest teacher. So, your Guri, your sincerity is your Guru. That is the truth.
Got it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So don't say that my Guru, this, that. No, your Guru is your sincerity. Okay. It's your sincerity which will help you in your progress. Because of your own sincerity. See, there is a saying that the Guru is the one who takes you from the darkness to the light. Yes? Guru is the one who takes you from darkness to the light.
Yes.
Guru Sakshat Parabrahma.
Mm.
Parabrahma means the ultimate creation. If you want to go to the experience, the ultimate source, it is the Guru. So the enlightenment is possible only if you are sincere. If you are not sincere, nothing is possible. Okay. So your sincerity is the root of whatever you do in your life. Anything you do in your life, if you want earn money, if you're not sincere, you cannot earn. You want name and fame, if you're not sincere, you cannot get name and fame. You want peace, happiness. If you're not sincere towards your own peace and happiness, you will not get it.
Okay.
If you want enlightenment, if you're not sincere, you will not get it. So everything, the root is the Guru, is Guri. The Guru is a word which comes from the Guri. A person who has a Guri is a Guru, which is sincerity.
Yeah, got it.
Yes, madam.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Yes. And you should also replace the word teacher with expert. Then there is no attachment to the teacher also. Okay. So we learn from many, many people. So replace the word. So for example, we have the tendency to say, oh, I learned from that Guru. Right? We have the tendency, I learned from this Guru. Just replace the word Guru with expert. Okay, you go to a mathematics expert to learn mathematics. You go to a chemistry expert to learn chemistry. So you go to a meditation expert to learn meditation. So just replace the word expert. Then that becomes more simple.
Okay.
And the attachment is no more there.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Because one of the final lessons in the spiritual evolution is to let go of the attachment of the teacher also.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that day there was a great enlightenment when I talked to Patriji. Though initially I thought very, very much depressed, but later early in the morning, I get up at 3:30 and I got, there is no attachment, no I-ness, no minus, and I'm really a different person. I felt so sensational, and I thank Patriji and you that you brought me here at this platform that I could learn, and I realized still I am having that some sensation in my body, because really I got something from that answer. That scolding of Patriji was really too necessary for me, and today's explanation is extremely full of wisdom, I think so. Thank you so much. Yeah.
All the teachers' scoldings are to break the ignorance.
Yeah, I felt that. Thank you so much.
Okay, so next we'll take with Chandra.
Good morning, Pradeep ji. Can you hear my voice?
Yes,
Am I audible? Yes,
very clear.
Yeah, so I am very happy doing this 21 days self-transformation. I cannot tell you how much I am happy. Mindfulness, I'm maintaining that mindfulness in whatever I do. Detachment to gadgets and the materials. I'm not buying more sarees. I'm very fond of buying sarees. Now I have totally stopped buying sarees. I don't want to dump it. I want to distribute my sarees to any ashram or to any persons which is in very good condition. I feel that. I had that feeling. I'm very happy. The intake had become very less. Saturday, Sunday, I kept mauna and I had green salad, fruit, juices, sufficient water I had along with that. Mauna helped me a lot. I used to speak a lot in a very loud voice. Now that I speak in a very low voice, I think and speak, and very less. Reading books had become a habit for me. I never read books. I have never read book in my. I don't have patience to read books, but now I am reading all spiritual books night 1 hour before going to sleep. I have a very disciplined life now. Sleeping very less, only 3 hours, and feel fresh always. No tiredness at all. I am doing all domestic works by myself. Earlier, I used to get angry. irritate, I shout. Now nothing, not that kind of activity in me. I'm doing everything very happily, slowly, and enjoying it. Afternoon also, I'm going through your videos again and again, again and again, in Tamil, in Hindi, and English, in all the languages. I'm taking all the notes, and and whenever I get the time, I will read it again and again and again. Inner happiness has created in me. Here I used to curse myself. Why I have come? I'm very in this condition. I don't like this life. But now I never have that thought. Inner happiness has created in me. Reading Bhagavad Gita daily, one sloka. What? Watching your videos all the time. Earlier I had fear of death. Now, no fear at all. While doing meditation, I used to have lot of thoughts. Now, no thoughts. You used to say, na, that you should not see the quantity of meditation. You should see only the quality of meditation. Now I have the quality of meditation. I got this pyramid bought from this Flipkart. After this, I'm enjoying the meditation. No thoughts at all. I go into oneness. I forget. My body becomes numb. I don't know what's happening in me. After that, when I come out, I don't know, I feel like flying in the air like a bird. I thought I have got feathers in me. I could not say how much happy I am. Doing meditation 4 hours a day in a breakup manner. Earlier I had lot of confusion while taking decision. Now, no confusion at all. With full confidence, I take whatever I feel in my. It comes. Just I close my eyes for a second. Then I take the decision. Yes, this I can do. Full of confidence, very happy, and loving myself a lot. Yes, this is. Second thing, forgiveness, non-interference, acceptance. I have learned and I am implementing it too. I'm so happy. Thanks to your mother. Sir, first of all, thanks to your mother for giving us a wonderful master. I want to see your mother once. And I want to say thanks to her directly. I am in Pondicherry now. I will come to Bangalore in September. And I want to see your mother once, sir. Really.
You are coming for the retreat. You are coming for the September.
For giving us a wonderful master, for giving us a wonderful acharya. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I have taken time. I am very sorry. I am 64 years, but now I feel I am 46. I am so happy. Gratitude. Yes, thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You can see your joy. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Namaskar, Pradeep ji. I'm Nihal Jain from Udaipur in Rajasthan right now. I met you in Jaipur when you came to our.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I remember the interaction I had with
you. Along with some art master from US. I just forget his name. The wonderful experience with your crystal and everything. These last 18 days plus some many days in the past retreat you did with Nita Bhojwani, I have actually changed a lot. And one thing I must endorse is all these years I have been questioning when people were guiding with a lot of visualization and very senior masters were doing, and it was my inside which was not accepting it. And when you explained it that this is not the real, using mind in any process of meditation is not right, and that's my 25 years old learning. So thanks for reinforcing me that thinking. There are a couple of things which come into me. I've been a very logical person, very procrastinating person, very, very attached to certain things, very possessive also. Gradually, I'm feeling that something is loosening there, but still a lot of it is there. Some couple of questions like which relate to some actions which I should take up. One thing bothers me a lot is in this universe all craving for money and accumulation which is growing. While in spiritual discourses, many places I find people talk about manifesting what you want, like your house, your car, your wife, your money, and all those things. So there I get confused and I ask them and they say, no, it's your free will and your soul might have planned it. And so you should not be averse about it. And so there is some confusion there.
What is the confusion, sir? Why people come into meditation and go for manifestation of the house and other things?
Yeah, I mean, when such programs are happening and then they talk about that you can manifest this. And very, very senior.
That is marketing, sir. That is marketing.
Okay. So, and very, very senior people, very renowned, respected people coming to our retreats and big.
See, you have to understand that, you see, Buddha had a palace. He was born a prince. He had everything at his disposal. Because he had everything at his disposal, but he wanted to know why there is suffering, why there is dukkha. So that was his search. So he left everything because he know what money can give. He know what pleasures and what the materialistic things can give. He perfectly knows that. He perfectly knows that that cannot give him any answers, that cannot give him any peace, that cannot give him any contentment. So he left it and he went and he got what he wanted. Those category of the people, they are only 5%. There are only 5% of the people who come. I'm saying if there are 100% of the people who come into meditation, who come into the spiritual path. So those who are only 5% of the people, like a Mahavir, like a Buddha, right? Where they have everything in life. They're already happy, but they are looking for something eternal, something bigger, which the materialistic things cannot give. So these people, they are very sincere people. And for them, it's a do or die. And they become great teachers. They become very great teachers and they become very great inspiration. The rest of the 95% of the people who come into the spiritual path, they come because they are not happy in their life, because they have some physical problems, some health problems, some emotional problems, some relationship issues, some financial problems, or they have low self-esteem and they're feeling so much void inside them. They cannot find meaning to their life. They feel useless. And they are pretty much a kind of, they consider themselves a failure. So they are looking for some answers and they come into the meditation. And when they come into the meditation, they practice meditation. Of course, everybody who come, they are sincere only. They are sincere. They are sincere towards what their goal. See, the goal of the 5% people is enlightenment. So the goal of the rest of the 95% of the people is they want to come out of that suffering, that's all. They want to come out of that problems in life. They want to be happy in life. So these people, when they come into meditation, sooner or later, with the energy, they get what they want, right? They're naturally the feeling of low self-esteem and all those things, naturally the relationship, emotions, they will understand. They attend few workshops, they attend the classes, they get what they want. And the moment they get what they want, they forget why they are meditating in the first place. They forget about enlightenment. So they are stuck in that. So they are stuck in that name and fame. The people who are feeling very low self-esteem, after they come into the meditation, then they are stuck in the name and fame. And on this spiritual platform provides them all the name and fame. You know, they call them great masters, senior masters, respectful masters. So this name and fame which is trapping them. And also for the people who were always behind materialistic things, who couldn't manifest materialistic things before, who are not satisfied with all the materialistic things, because in their past lives, maybe they have gone through a lot of suffering, physical sufferings, materialistic lack, poverty. So they want to experience all those things. So they are stuck in that area. So whatever they are lacking, they will get stuck in that area. So, but if your focus, if your sincerity is towards enlightenment, then nobody can stop you. But you have to understand all kinds of people exist. Just because somebody calls themselves a meditator doesn't mean they are looking for enlightenment. Okay. Out of the 100 people who come into meditation, only 10 people will be successful. I'm just giving an average formula. Out of the 100 people who come into meditation, only 10 people become meditators. That means only out of the 100, only 10% make a sincere effort, and this 10% will empty the mind and become a meditator. Out of the 10 people, only one will get enlightened. The rest will get dropped somewhere in the line, either because of money, name and fame, or attraction towards the opposite sex. These three things will be a stumbling block. Out of the 10, 9 will fall into this pit, and only one will reach the pinnacle. One will get enlightened. So that is the formula. Only 1%. So can you imagine how much sincerity you need to reach that one? So your sincerity determines where you are reaching and what is your journey and what are you looking for. Everything is determined by your sincerity. That's why I say you are your own guru. You create your own reality. You create your own reality based on your thoughts, feelings, and your words and your actions. So what kind of thoughts you have, what kind of vision you have, what kind of feelings you have. So that determines your creation. We create our own reality. If your thoughts are towards living a comfortable life, towards manifesting property, you will manifest that. But then you will forget about enlightenment. We create our own reality, sir. See, I'm not against materialistic comforts, but what is your focus? That you should be clear. There should be clarity in what you want. But you might ask the question, then why are the masters, some senior masters, they are using this manifestation and all those things? That is just marketing, sir. If you say I'm teaching meditation, nobody will come. Everybody is teaching meditation. So they need their own tool, marketing tool, unique selling point to attract the people. So they say, okay, you come to me, your relationships will be beautiful. You come to me, I will help you manifest anything you want. You come to me, you will be happy in your life. So these are all marketing tools. There's nothing wrong with them. But that is what the people are. Unless there is marketing, people are not coming to meditation. Unless people come into meditation, they are not becoming vegetarian. So the minimum agenda is people should become vegetarian. That is the minimum agenda. So for that agenda, all kinds of marketing has been used.
Can you explain us the different stages of evolution of a soul from infant, baby, mature?
I think I already explained, sir, in one of my previous videos.
What I'm asking is when I analyze, I must not analyze, but when I try to understand where I am, so on certain points, I find I'm a mature or a old soul. But at other some points, I find I'm still like I may be infant or young or something. So
you might have, since you have gone through that evolution, you might have qualities. You might have all the qualities of all the souls. But which is your dominant quality? Which is your dominant quality? What is that you are looking for in life? That determines your soul evolution. If you are looking for serving the people and just, want to do good things, I want to serve the people, I want to be good in painting, arts, sports, then you are a mature soul. Okay. But if you are a kind of person, you want to know the meaning of life, you want to understand the bigger picture, right? You want to see what is the purpose of my life? What is the meaning of my life? What is the bigger picture? If you have that kind of desires, then you are in the beginning of the old soul. When you're actually making an effort you are no more theoretically interested. You want to experience the truth. Okay, you are no more theoretically interested. You want to experience the truth. No theory, no books, no knowledge, nothing you are interested. You want to experience. And you are doing meditation. Your whole life you're dedicated to meditation, towards that experience. Then you are a transcendental soul. You are towards the end of the old soul and beginning of the transcendental soul. When you actually experience the truth, when you actually experience that you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are a pure consciousness. When you actually experience it practically in your own meditation, then you are called a transcendental soul. And after you have experienced the truth, you become a teacher of what you have experienced. See, this is the interesting thing. Once you know the truth, you become very unsettled. Once you experience the truth, you become very disturbed and unsettled because you cannot see your brothers and sisters suffering. You want to do something. So you want to teach. So you become a teacher of your own experience. When you become a teacher of your own enlightenment, then you are an infinite soul. So old soul, transcendental soul, and then infinite soul. And there is a gray area between the stages. There is a gray area. So you can say, sir, in this lifetime, I don't have any experience, but I know what is the truth. And I have the feeling that I have to teach also. I am meditating, but I have no experience, but I know the truth, but I feel like teaching. So that means your experience has already happened in your past life. Now you have to teach. Okay.
The saying is, I'm finding myself in the mix somewhere. I have had the experience, but it doesn't come back. And like, that the extreme experiences also I have had.
See,
but I
have to.
I can't drop the expectation. Probably that's the thing.
The mind, yes, the mind is very cunning, right? Mind is very cunning. The very nature of the mind is it creates expectations. That's why it is important you always go with your feelings. How do you feel? Right? What actions you do makes you feel good and happy. Go with that. That determines your stage of evolution. Don't go with the mind, go with the feelings. You see, from the day one, I felt like I need to teach. From the day one. See, in this lifetime, I didn't have any experience. In this lifetime, I didn't have any meditational experience. Zero meditational experience in this lifetime. But the moment I started meditating, within a week, my whole life transformed. Within a week, my whole life transformed. My approach, my consciousness, everything shifted within 1 week. But that is a practical experience I got. I didn't have astral travel. I didn't have third eye experiences. But I had practical experience where my life shifted, my consciousness shifted, my attitude shifted, my approach towards life shifted within 1 week of meditation. So within that 1 week of meditation, I realized my life purpose is to help other people who are like me, who are struggling to know the meaning of life. So unless I do that, I was also a software engineer working in Australia. So I was getting a good salary and I'm in a very safe and secure environment, settled in life, but that is not giving me joy. What is giving me joy is to leave my comfort zone and to go and teach. And when I meet the people, when I teach meditation, that gives me joy. So I have to follow my feelings. I have to follow what gives me joy. So you follow what gives you joy. Don't take others' opinion to do certain things. No, follow your feelings. What makes you joyful, you do that. And in whatever the level you are perfect. An infinite soul is no greater than old soul. An old soul is no greater than baby soul. Everybody is great in their level. So live a happy, contented life by doing what you feel like doing. That is the most important thing. When you start following your heart, then all the expectations drop. You are least bothered about the expectations. Okay, sir? Yes. All right. So Ranjana Majumdar.
Yes. Thank you, sir, for all the enlightened information.
Yes, madam. Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you.
Where are you from, madam?
I am from Mumbai. I am a retired English lecturer. And I was following you from virtual retreat itself, though I had not registered and I had entered quite late, but I had seen all your videos. Now, my question is that in PMC Mumbai, certain spiritual masters suggest that at the end of the meditation, that you express your gratitude to Mother Earth, to nature, to plants, animals, and to your parents. Now the question is, my parents have left me. Now, if I express gratitude, will it reach to them or it is just for my satisfaction?
Okay, so gratitude is a very great feeling, which will, gratitude is a feeling which will expand your heart vibrations, right? So it is not necessary that you express gratitude after meditation. It is not necessary. But feeling gratitude should be the way of your life. Not only after meditation. You should feel gratitude all the time. That should be a way of life. That should be a part of life.
That was the end of meditation. Before it ends.
Even before our end, before end doesn't matter. Okay, so it is unfortunate we are having Mother's Day, Father's Day, where on that particular day we remember our mother, particular day we remember our father. It's an unfortunate Western concept. We are always gratitude. We feel we are grateful to our parents all the time. We are grateful to the Mother Earth all the time. We are grateful to all our teachers all the time. So that is part of us. That should be the way. Okay. So that feeling of gratitude should be your way of life. Not see if you're not feeling well, right? If you're feeling little wacky, if you're feeling little uncomfortable, you're feeling very low. So that time you can invoke that gratitude. You can invoke that gratitude so that you feel good, so that your feelings are positive. So that technique of invoking the gratitude whenever you are feeling low, yes, it is good. But it is not necessary you need to voluntarily invoke the gratitude every moment after, every time after doing meditation. It is not necessary. But there is no harm in doing that also.
Okay. And another question is that the soul which takes birth, if we speak something good of them or we try to value them through our thoughts, by expressing it in words, does it reach that soul? The vibration reaches the soul because it has taken birth. It has entered a body.
Okay, so it depends on how connected you are to that soul. Okay. And it depends on how evolved the soul is. Okay. So just because you send some wishes, greetings, it doesn't mean it is going to reach there. It depends on many, many factors. It depends on the energy of the transmitter. It depends on the intention of the transmitter. It depends on the capacity of the receiver. It depends on the evolution of the receiver and the energy of the receiver. There are so many things. It depends on many factors. So I'll give you an example. Your question, I think, is precisely more about in some traditions, they pray to the departed ones. They send some wishes, they do some rituals to that.
My relatives ask me that the soul has taken birth. So what is the use of sending messages? It will not reach. It has taken birth.
Yeah. Yes, naturally. Suppose if the soul is a mature soul, it will not look back. It will happily go to the astral worlds and it will focus on its own evolution. And whatever you do is a completely waste of time and waste of energy. Suppose a soul is an earthbound soul, right? Suppose a soul is a low frequency being and not mature and so attached to the family, so attached to the children, to the parents, to the property, to the name, fame. The soul has lived a completely materialistic life. And when the soul leaves and you keep on remembering them, then the soul is still hanging over here. The soul doesn't want to go to the higher worlds. You do the rituals, you do the prayers, and you say, you are our savior. You have to protect our family. You do all those requests, you give all those requests and prayers. Then the soul is stuck in between. The soul is neither in the physical nor in the astral. It is in between. The soul is stuck there. So you are doing more harm than good to that soul.
Okay. Now we pray to our parents for blessings and all.
No prayer, madam. Just now I said your sincerity is your blessing, your sincerity is your guru, and no blessing business. Good wishes you can send, not blessing.
That doesn't exist, no?
See, good wishes always exist. You can always send good wishes, right?
Okay.
But just because you send the good wishes, it doesn't mean it will reach. It depends on the person who is sending, how much energy you have, what energy you have. Do you have the capacity to send the good wishes to the other dimensions? The higher can help the lower. The lower can never help the higher. But of course, you can send good wishes within the planet Earth, you can always send good wishes to each other who are alive. Good wishes are always possible, but blessings, no. But some people confuse good wishes for blessings. That is a problem.
Yes, yes.
You should always have good wishes. That is a must. You should always have good wishes for everybody. You should wish well for everybody. Okay. When you wish well, the feeling that you want everybody to be happy, that is a feeling. You want everybody to be happy. So that will come back to you. So you feel good. So you will manifest a lot of peace in your life. So remember this point. You should always send good wishes to everybody on the planet Earth. But sending good wishes to the departed ones doesn't work, because the lower physical is the lower, astral is the higher. So the lower cannot help the higher, but the higher can help the lower.
So no need to pray to them also, no? In times of trial, suffering, no need then.
No need.
Yeah. That only I wanted to know. It was a niggling one. So thank you for clearing it. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So we have a few hands raised. I think I need to go. My physical retreat participants are waiting. So it's time for me to go. So we will take questions tomorrow, and we'll go with the final integration tomorrow. And thank you very much for all your feedback and expression. And once again, it is your sincerity, it is your experiments, it is your practice which has helped you to realize certain things. Thank you very much, friends. We'll see you again tomorrow. Namaste to everyone.
And thank you, Master Pradeep. That was just wonderful. Your explanation and the way you answer the questions, it brought in a lot of clarity to many questions, I think, which have been pending in the minds of the people for a very long time, and it has been answered through your answers. Thank you so much for taking up your time and explaining in a very nice way. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Pradeep. So, dear friends, you all know tomorrow is the last day. So please be there. And I think Mr. Pradeep has cleared almost all the doubts of yours. So tomorrow, let us all meditate together and conclude this 21-day session. And let us take this forward. So have it a part of your everyday life and keep doing meditation every day. So let us all meet tomorrow for the last day of this self-transformation program.